to the channel. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets for the NBA. Here for you today on Sunday, March 16th, 2025. NBA player props, spreads, predictions. As always, we got 4 picks for you today on tap that I think are great value bets for the Sunday NBA slate. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. If you guys are a returning viewer, also make sure you guys hit that like button for me. It really helps us out, grow the video, and help grow the channel. And do appreciate you guys. It's been a great couple of months here at the channel. Had a really good time in the NBA so far. Getting to know some of you guys and had a lot of good support. So really just wanted to say thank you to you guys. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and I appreciate you guys for real. So let's have a big day in the NBA. We did have a winning day yesterday, so yesterday ended up working out pretty good for us. Ended up with 5 plays. Ended up with a pretty solid day there, going 3-2. We'll do a full recap section here in a few minutes, but let's go over a couple quick announcements here at the channel. Make sure you guys drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. Your favorite pick for the day. If you'd like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. It will include your pick in the video if it hits. I believe the comment section went 5-1 yesterday. So like I've been saying to you guys, the comment section's been absolutely on fire. And a lot of these plays were actually, some of these were plus value. I mean, there was just some great call outs, guys. So appreciate you guys. We got to get the bag dropping. Pascal Siakam over 31.5 PRAs, cashes that. Mateo Velasquez calling Nikola Jokic over 12.5 rebounds. Mike Crone calling the Warriors Thunder two-team parlay. That cashes as well. Manny the Maniac 99 calling the Washington Capitals -1.5 puck spread there. That cashes. And then Eric Me calling Josh Hart under 31.5 PRAs. That cashes as well. So great call outs, guys, from our comment cappers. You guys absolutely killed it yesterday once again. Been obviously hyping up the comment section because you guys have been insane. So let's keep that going, guys. Make sure you guys tell those picks in the comments. The comment section's been really hot. So let's keep that going. A couple other quick announcements here, guys. Make sure you guys follow us over on social media. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, of course, our community Discord. Those links are all down below in the pinned comment and in the description as well. Great way to connect with the channel and stay updated on things going on around the channel. Discord's a lot of fun too. You can get some more ideas for bets in there. That's a great resource. Obviously, it's all free stuff that you guys can check out. Also, check out our Major League Baseball futures video as well. We got 7 bets in that futures video. Super excited for the baseball season, guys. So check out that video. Put a lot of work into that if you guys are interested in checking out that. Also, check out our Straight Fire MVP merchandise as well. We'll have a link to our store down below in the pinned comment and in the description. Great way to support the channel. If you guys are interested in getting some Straight Fire swag, we got shirts, mugs, stuff like that. If you guys are interested in checking out that stuff. And then lastly, check out our Straight Fire MVP program, guys. Just $3.99 per month. You get access to all of our picks and our plays early, basically a couple hours in advance of the video. You can get access to all the early lines. You also get access to our Straight Fire MVP exclusive pick of the day, which did cash yesterday. Just a new thing I'm doing just to add a little bit of value there for our MVPs, putting in some extra work for you guys. So check that program out. Like I said, it's just 13 cents a day, and it helps support the channel, and obviously what we're doing here goes a long way. And you also get some custom emojis, roll call in the Discord, and shoutouts in the video. And like I said, great way to support us in what we're doing here at the channel. All right, without further ado, let's do a recap from yesterday, guys. We ended up going 3-2. Pretty solid day, plus 1.03 units. I believe we cashed 2 plus value plays as well. So it ended up being a solid day for us. Obviously, we're hoping for better, but we will gladly take winning days. We had Tyler Herro over 6.5 assists. This was our plus 116 play. He finishes with 7 in just 22 minutes of action. So the Heat actually got blown out by like 34. And he only played 22 minutes. I don't think he played in the fourth quarter at all. And he still got 7 assists. So love the call out there. Love the call on that one. Obviously, if he plays this normal minute count, he probably gets 10 assists last night. So glad he cashed for us. Obviously, would like to clear with a little bit more room. But like I said, with him only playing 22 minutes, it kind of makes it tough. You know, I will say this, I didn't have the Heat losing by 30 to the Grizzlies, who were on a back-to-back traveling. That didn't make any sense. But that's the way the NBA is, guys. Sometimes you got to deal with those blowouts and spots that just don't make any sense. But And then we had Trey Jones under 6.5 assists. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This one was one I didn't think we were going to cash. He had 5 assists at halftime, and I'm sitting there looking at this going, oh, man, this is probably not going to work out. Just 1 assist in the second half. He clutched up for us. He came through for the community. That's the type of stuff we need, guys. We need a momentum turner there. And he had our back there in the second half, or at least his teammates had our back by not making their shots. I'd have to look at his potential assists. See how many potential assists he had, but he goes under. And then our added SFP MVP exclusive play cashes with Karl Anthony Towns over 14.5 rebounds and assists. This is another one where he finishes with 15. It was a plus value play. But he would have finished with like another one where he would have had a lot more. Lost a ton of minutes because of foul trouble. Basically didn't play hardly any in the second quarter because he picked up his 3rd foul with like 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. So lost a ton of minutes. Otherwise he finishes with close to 20. So loved our call. Honestly loved our calls on the plus value plays at least. Those ones were pretty good. And then we had the Pelicans minus 4.5. And guys, just before the game they rule out Zion Williamson. And I knew at that point we were in trouble because I was like, I'm not taking the Pelicans without Zion, obviously. That's not a pick I'd want to take. So I'm hoping you guys were able to stay away from that. And then Buddy Hield over 12.5 rebounds, PRAs. He just shot the ball terribly. He had a lot of good looks in the first half where it's important for him to make his shots to stay on the floor, obviously. They're going to go with the hot hand. And Hield was not it last night. So like I said, though, 3-2, plus 1.03 units. We get back after today. 4 picks today in the video. We'll have an added exclusive MVP later in the day. MVP pick later in the day, but that will be closer to like 3 o'clock. I'll have it posted by 3 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be for the nightcap of the NBA games. But without further ado, let's get after it today. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going Damian Lillard over 4.5 rebounds here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Plus 100 odds here on DraftKings. Guys, we got Lillard here, 49% this season, 52% at home to this line, which isn't something that really would blow you away. But he is 10 of his last 15 to this line, 12 of his last 17 at home to this line. So that is the type of thing we're looking for there. We also get the Oklahoma City Thunder, who they're playing here on a back-to-back, which could mean obviously more tired shooting legs. Just increases your probability of something like that, which you like to see that. Thunder shoot a lot of threes. A lot of long rebounds, obviously, so I really like the spot here on Lillard playing at home. Thunder allow the second most rebounds to point guards this season, so it goes in line with all that, guys. And I think Lillard here is in a nice spot for plus value. That's also the other thing I really like about this. The fact that we're getting plus value on him as well, I think is fantastic. With this starting lineup that he should be playing with today, nobody here listed on the injury report in this lineup, but you never know, guys. You just never know what can happen ahead of a game. So check your injury report before the game. But with the starting lineup with Giannis, Lopez, Taurean Prince, and Kyle Kuzma, Damian Lillard is 5 of 8 in home games, including 4 for his last 4. And he's in a fantastic matchup for this line. So honestly, I love that, and I love that the Thunder are also on a back-to-back. I think that all helps our line here. He just had 10 rebounds, I believe, yesterday versus the Pacers. I mean, the Bucks are on a back-to-back. Usually that don't affect the rebounds, though. That would affect maybe your shooting, which would be good for us as far as rebounds go. But he had 10 rebounds last night versus the Pacers. Is he going to get 10 tonight? Probably not. But I could see him getting up near 8. I think this is one you could take a shot at a ladder play on him. Maybe a lotto play if you guys want to go for more value. But I think here I'm going to take the 4.5 rebounds, obviously. Love the spot here for Damian Lillard. So, love it there for number 1 pick. We got Damian Lillard over 4.5 rebounds here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Plus 100 odds on DraftKings. Again, at number 2, we got LaMelo Ball over 35.5 PRAs here for the Charlotte Hornets. Minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Guys, Ball has been so good to us this season. As far as his lines, I'm going through and actually tracking my bets for the whole season individually by player. I haven't gotten all the way through in like 10 days. And I think we're like 4 or 5-1 on LaMelo Ball. So he's treated us pretty well. And in this spot, this is a smash spot for Ball, just as far as the matchup right now. Clippers allowing the 6th most points, the 10th most assists, and the 15th most rebounds to point guards over the last 15 games. So you like seeing that. And LaMelo Ball, obviously, you guys know how high usage he is. He shoots the ball a lot. He gets a lot of assists. He has the ball in his hands a lot when he's on the floor. And lately, we've seen his minute count really be a lot more consistent of late. As long as the game's competitive, which I honestly think it'll be today. I think it'll be somewhat competitive today with the Clippers. The spread is set higher, I believe, at 12.5, but I don't see that happening for the Clippers today. I think the Hornets with Ball, Bridges, and Williams in the lineup should be able to keep this relatively close. And in either case, Ball could still get this done with a light minute count anyway. He's that type of player because he's, like I said, his usage is so high. He's 72% this season to this line, 68% on the road to this line. There's a lot to like there when you're about 70% for the season in a solid matchup. He's cashed 2 of his last 3 versus the Clippers. I'm going to be honest, that doesn't really mean anything. Last game versus them came back in 2022, so really, don't pay attention to that. That's just what the stats show as far as how he's done versus the Clippers, but he hasn't even played them in 3 years, so. But today, I do like his matchup, like I said, and the way the Clippers have defended the point guard position. If James Harden is trying to match up with this guy or whatever, it's not going to work out so well for James Harden. But we'll see, obviously, what the matchup is today. Recent point guards versus the Clippers since the All-Star break, guys. We've seen Tyrese Halliburton go for 42. Cade Cunningham, 48. Josh Giddey, 41. Luka Doncic, 44. Cade Cunningham, 54. CJ McCollum, whose PRA line was 24.5, went for 33. So point guards have really fared well here versus the Clippers. I'm looking for that to continue once again here with Ball, who, honestly, I'm not even sure it matters anyway, the matchup versus Ball. Ball is so high usage, he's going to put up shots regardless. He'll take bad shots. It doesn't really matter. LaMelo Ball, he's all over the place. He puts up a lot of volume. He's in grabbing rebounds, obviously. He's obviously the point guard. He's passing a lot, but he's also shooting a lot. So the ball's in his hands a lot, and I think once again you'll see that again today. So love it there for number 2 pick. We got LaMelo Ball over 35.5 PRAs here for the Charlotte Hornets, minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 3, we got Austin Reaves, over 33.5 PRAs here for the Los Angeles Lakers, minus 115 odds on DraftKings. I love the spot for Reaves as well, guys. Reaves 83% this season without James in the lineup to this line, averaging 44.8 PRAs. Now, he is actually 100% to his rebound and assist line at 10.5 without James in the lineup. That'd be 6 for 6. So you can definitely look at his rebounds and assists as well. However, the reason I went with the points as well here is because 2 things. The Suns, the matchup today with the Suns have been allowing a lot of points to shooting yards, allowing the 2nd most points to shooting yards over the last 15 games. So I wanted the points in there. And also, Lakers aren't just down James. The Lakers are also down Hachimura, potentially some other pieces as well. There's a bunch of people listed as questionable, probable on the injury report. So in either case, I think Reaves is going to have to score here. Obviously, Doncic should be playing as well, so it'll be Doncic and Reaves, pretty much the Doncic and Reaves show. The ball will be in these 2 guys' hands a lot. So obviously, when Doncic isn't on the floor, Reaves is going to be running the show from the point guard position, which at that point you're getting a lot of rebounds and assists versus that point guard position for the Suns. But like I said, if he's out in the wing, Reaves is obviously going to be pretty aggressive shooting the ball today. It's going to have to come down to him and Doncic. So, that's what we're looking for here today. He's 2 of 3, even with James on the floor versus this team this year, with logs at 34, 20, and 38. So, Reaves actually cashed versus the Suns in 2 of 3 games, even with LeBron James on the floor. So, that's definitely significant. Obviously, with him out the floor, his usage goes way up. 2 home games that we've seen without James. For Austin Reaves, he's posted 48 PRAs and 59 PRAs. That's wild. You don't need to do that for us today. We just need 34 out of him. But obviously, the fact that he's getting up around 50, you like to see that. And I think once again, you'll see Reaves here go over. So, love it there for our number 3 pick. We got Austin Reaves over 33.5 PRAs here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Minus 115 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and finally at number 4, we're going with the Timberwolves minus 13.5 spread versus the Utah Jazz. minus 105 odds on ESPN Bet. So we're taking a good team at home to take care of a bad team. Pretty simple, right? Well, a lot of times it's not that simple, but I think today it will be. I think this is a great spot here for the Timberwolves for a couple big reasons that I'm seeing here. For one, if you guys have noticed, the Timberwolves have gotten extremely healthy of late. Obviously, with Randall, DiVincenzo, Gobert all coming back and all healthy now, that makes a big difference for this Wolves team. Now they're pretty deep, and now it makes their bench even more potent now, which I think is huge. And we've really seen the results. So the Wolves are 7th in offensive rating last 10 games, 8th in defensive rating last 10 games. This team has really put it together. We saw how they played in Denver the other day. Really played fantastic, blowing out the Nuggets in Denver and really making it look easy. So versus a Jazz team that is severely undermanned today at home, they should win this game by 20 plus for sure. We got the Jazz here, 28th in offensive rating last 10 games, 22nd in defensive rating last 10 games. And they've had about 100 different lineups. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they've had a lot of different lineups here of late just because of players in and out of the lineup. Today, the Jazz are missing Jordan Clarkson, Keontae George, and John Collins. All three huge players from them. Big contributors, all three of them. Offensively, defensively, whatever you want to say, especially, with John Collins really doing both. But Clarkson and George providing that offensive punch off the bench. So I think really where I could see this game getting ugly is when the benches are going at each other. So when both these teams go to their bench, I think the Wolves are going to dominate there for sure. I think that's going to be really one of the big differences in this game. And here, it's resulted in the win column as well of late. The Jazz are 1-9 last 10 games. Wolves are 8-2 over the last 10 games. So I think here, just being that this game is at home for the Wolves, I see them blowing the Jazz out. 2 games that we've seen between these two teams. The Wolves played the Jazz in Utah both times, winning by 25 in one of those, and the Jazz won by 1. What happened when the Jazz won by 1? The Wolves didn't have anybody. They didn't have their star player in Anthony Edwards. And obviously they lost that game by 1. I think that might have been the game where Edwards might have been suspended. I'm trying to think, because that was actually fairly recently. I believe Anthony Edwards was actually suspended for that game. So yeah, they didn't have Edwards, and they lost that game by 1. That ain't gonna happen today. For one, the Jazz are missing players from that game: John Collins and Clarkson. And Keontae George, I think all three of them played in that game. And also getting Anthony Edwards back here. And this is in Minnesota. There's so many things working for us here that the Jazz have no chance, I think, today. There's just a big difference right now. And the health of the team. The Wolves and the Jazz, though, side by side regardless, the Wolves are a lot better. But man, if the Wolves are completely healthy and the Jazz aren't, it gets even worse. And I think with this game being in Minnesota, I think you see the blowout today. So love it there for number 4 pick. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves minus 13.5 spread here versus the Utah Jazz minus 105 odds on ESPN Bet. Alright guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. You guys absolutely rock. Let's have a big day here in the NBA. Like I said, we'll have our Straight Fire MVP exclusive pick later today for our members here at the channel. That will be posted up by 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Just want to put some extra work in for you guys. We cashed our pick yesterday with Karl Anthony Towns. Over 14.5 rebounds assists, so hopefully we can have another banger there as well. So, appreciate you guys. Let's have a big day. Drop your favorite pick below, guys. Let's keep it rolling here in the NBA. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.